And my job is, I feel like I'm just very critical of parenting, okay? I don't have any kids, and listen, Fort Wayne, y'all have kids, and everybody else around you has kids, so no one's being honest with you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm from out of town, I'm gonna look you in the eye and say, we gotta start hitting these kids again. We gotta start hitting these kids. John, we don't spank our children. They're gentle parenting. Now they're in high school and identify as a furry, okay? That's how that happens. That's how that happens, all right? The gentle parenting that are bragging about the gentle parent, these parents are out of their minds. Like you don't have to show your work. It's right here. Your son's eating a kitten, okay? Gentle parenting, we do it different. I was at my buddy's house. Okay, he has a 3-year-old son named Caleb, okay? So his mom came in and was like, Caleb, time for bed. He goes, no, it's not. Boom, hit her. Hit his mom. I was like, oh! I was excited. Remember back in the day, a kid would do something that the dad would just emerge from somewhere. You hadn't seen him. He was like in the basement or the attic just watching Tucker Carlson video. He would just, where did he come from? Like a character in Mortal Kombat, just comes over, grabs this kid, hopefully by the arm, maybe by the head, maybe by the neck, maybe by the hair, slams him into another room, shuts the door. You would hear sounds you would only hear in horror movies. And then this child would emerge a different person. Well, that's not what happened, okay? He went in that room, there was no sounds, and it was 3 minutes later he came out, we're really working with Caleb on his emotions and expressions, and we've told him multiple times that hitting his mother is not in his top 3 options. Bro, somebody sent me an article about a family that went to Disneyland, and the mom, it's a true story, sued Disneyland because the son got hugged too tightly by Pluto. What? Remember when our parents would drop us off at an amusement park at 8 a.m. and say, I'll meet you here at dark. Gave you $5 and a ham sandwich. Dude, I got hugged too tightly by a guy that didn't even work there. He looked like Shrek, but I don't think he was a part of the... That's wild, dude. It's a different world, dude. It's a different world. And I'm the emergency babysitter, okay? I just realized that with all my siblings, they only call me, John, please, we tried everyone. Please, John, everyone's busy, please. All 9 of our babysitters are here. Can you babysit? I was like, I'll do it, but I don't like these kids. Plus, I don't need this, I'm rich. I'm not rich. I'm just at that point now where I can like buy Starburst and like throw away the yellows now, just one level up, you know what I'm saying? But I take my nieces and nephews out, and whenever they do bad stuff, I was like, this isn't a reflection on me because I'm not the owner. When y'all's kids do bad stuff, it's a reflection of your parenting. I'm out of the game. I'm neutral, okay? Some guy comes up to my niece, he's like, Knuckles, and she was like, And then he looks at me. I go, dude, I'm not a part of this. Take the L and move on. She don't want to give you the Knuckles. One time, my nephew was like a bigger guy in the restaurant. He goes, is that guy pregnant? I was like, nice, dude, let's go.
We made it to town. Good to see y'all. If you live in Salt Lake City, formal on your driver's license that Salt Lake City, make some noise. All right. If you drove in from somewhere else, make some noise. Yeah. That's what I figured. You're like, we got to go downtown again. It's good rich people up front. Good to see y'all. This is expensive. I can smell the avenues from here. Good to see y'all. Oh, yeah, West Valley. Good to see y'all. All right. No, I did my research, bro. I know what's going on. Hey, got him. Yeah. All right, now. I looked up the University of Utah. I was like, is it hard to get into University of Utah? And they said, it is not hard to get into the University of Utah. So, did anybody graduate from here? Y'all, all right, y'all, okay, good. I like Salt Lake City because everybody's here. You know, we don't know, there's, Christians, there was a parade downtown today. Yeah, it was right by my hotel, and sure, everybody's in here. I like this because there's like, all right, we'll see. You just don't know what. Like we had lunch today, and we had a male server, and he had a crop top. That was the first time I ever seen that. He was wearing a crop top, and he was wearing a cross necklace, and I was like, whose side are you on, bro? I didn't know. I was confused. Because dude, if you live in Salt Lake City, you step out of the house, you don't know whose team you're on. Some of you are like Mormons, you're like, you're Mormon too? We're like, no, we're not that Mormon. You're like, oh, shoot, we're not with them. And then, the trans people don't like the gay people. Even your own team is fighting. There's a lot of, I wouldn't even leave the house. I'd just be like, I'm too scared. Who's with who here? A crop top and a cross necklace, whose side? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me break this down for you, Salt Lake City. I was seated, okay? I'm sitting down. This is a male server serving us. He's standing. I'm eye level. Just with a man's belly button, just 18 inches away. I'm like, even if you're gay, I don't think this is God's plan. This is way too close. I don't think you ever made eye contact with a man's belly button, sir? Yeah, it don't wink back, I'll tell you that. It's not, no, Salt Lake City's a wild place. We're down here for a couple days, so I might get out, we'll see, do some skiing tomorrow, we'll see, but, we had, there was the rally downtown with it was a trans rally. And it was a lot of people there. There wasn't, anybody trans there, but it was a lot of white women that were upset at their parents. They were there representing. I didn't see the trans people. All right, no, don't cheer for this. Let's go to the Capitol. All right, relax, everybody. This is our chance. All right, no, but everybody's fighting in Salt Lake City downtown. You got to see, And I have thought, dude, even if you're like a Christian, you're trying to be a good moral person in here, you still, like, make some noise. Where are all the good Christian folks at? Where's about, yeah. I was like, it's an honor to come back here. And the first time I ever did, my first comedy special, I shot it at the Ogden, what's that? Wise Guys. I shot it in Wise, is Ogden still, is that still there? Yeah, that's good. My compassion child's from there, actually. One of them, $40 a month up to Ogden. He's doing well, yeah. They got clean drinking water right from the mountains. It's going, no, there's a bunch of comedy clubs here. Keith Stubbs is the guy that runs all the Wise Guys. He's a good guy. And he was the first time I ever featured, which is like the Caleb spot is the second comic. The first time I ever featured anywhere, a legendary comic named Louis Anderson asked me to feature for him at the Jordan Landing Wise Guys. Yeah, and the first time, I've been here a long time, and it's an honor to come back and perform for you as always. I don't know about the University of Utah, but other than that, it's great. I'm just kidding. It's a nice spot. It was either this or BYU, so I was like, University of Utah. All right. I'm just joking. Ah! No, a lot of people. All right, that was a wild cheer. I think a lot of people, a lot of times, because there's a lot of fighting, and a lot of people. I always get myself into trouble for knocking on Mormons and stuff like that. And I don't, I think Mormons are a lot of my good close friends are Mormons, and I'm not really, up to. We'll see when we get up there, I guess. I try, man. I tried. The unchristian thoughts just sneak in. I don't know where they come from. Me and Tim, we don't know where they come from. You ever been in the church lobby, somebody asks you to pray for something so stupid, you're just like, I ain't praying for that. I ain't even gonna write that one down. My buddy asked me the other day, he said, pray for my son, he's in the finals of a karate tournament. Excuse me, what do you want me to pray for? Jesus, when Connor steps out onto that mat, would you just direct his foot to kick that child in the face? Just direct his steps, Lord Jesus. Direct his steps. would you just be the great physician that you are and render him unconscious? Like, I don't know, anybody?
You guys have normal thoughts. I wish I was like you guys. Do you guys go to church? Church or no? What church you go to? Don't look at her. Yes, what church? This is, don't look at her. Don't look at her to bail you out of this one. Don't try to be like, oh, what church? Yeah, I know it's been a while since you've been. You forgot what church you went to? You were pretty proud of it when I asked you. Yes, of course. We all did. Which church? Just say First Baptist or something. Just make something up.